I will share with you on what are the top 3 reasons why a failure mode effect analysis or FMEA done by manufacturer is not effective to prevent defect or even risk, especially at the customer sites in this video. FMEA is supposed to be a powerful tools to prevent or minimize the occurrence of defect or risk. However, defect or risk still happen frequently, such as weekly. Hello, I'm Evelyn. Do subscribe to this channel to be notified on how you can consistently achieve good products through the application of manufacturing quality knowledge. Let's understand a little bit about failure mode effect analysis, or known as FMEA. It is a technique to identify a known or either a potential failures, problems, or error in the system, in the process, in the product before they reach the customers. It prioritizes on the potential failure according to their risk and drive actions to either reduce or eliminate the potential of it to occur. And it provides a discipline, a methodology to document this analysis so that we can use it in the future and also in continuous process improvement. The FMEA also presents an opportunity to solve a problem, but it does not solve a problem. In order for us to solve the problem, we will need to use other problem-solving tools such as Six Sigma or any other 7 steps problem solving to solve the problem. The benefits of conducting a FMEA is to prevent problems or potential problems, or at least to minimize it from happening. It will help to improve the product quality, reliability, and safety if we can identify what are the failure modes related to these 3 areas. It will definitely improve the company's image and competitiveness if it helps to improve quality, reliability, and safety. This goes without saying that the customer's satisfaction will also increase, and it will help to reduce the product development time and cost, as we have a proper documentation that we can use and refer to when we do product development for a similar product in the future. And it also incorporates in the systematic tracking of corrective actions to ensure that they are implemented for the risk mitigations. And definitely, the results are documented properly with a knowledge that is realized in the management or the lesson learned. How could a simple cup holder impact a car safety? Recently, I come across an article stating that a famous car manufacturer faced $1 million of lawsuit due to a design flaw in the cup holder. You can refer to the comment section below for the link to the news. How could a standard feature which do not impact a car function, such as a cup holder, could impose a safety problem. It seems that the cup holder will cause liquid to spill into the circuitry below and cause a malfunction on the circuit board. If there is an FMEA done, then definitely it is not effective. In my years of working with suppliers or manufacturers globally, I will share some of the key reasons why an FMEA is not effective to ensure that we protect customers from risk or from defect. Reason number one for an ineffective FMEA is that it's done by an individual rather than a cross-functional team. FMEA is often treated as a document which is used to satisfy customers. Most of the engineers and even management are either busy firefighting and they do not have the time to conduct a proper FMEA. Some manufacturers are too complacent and they do not see the long-term benefits of FMEA. Most of these FMEA are actually done by one person, and the person usually are quality engineers. Reason number two would be due to cut and paste. In my career as a supplier quality manager, I have seen FMEAs are adopted from some old or previous generations products FMEA with a cut and paste approach. There could be a lot of changes already in the manufacturing process and in customer environment which is not captured. Some risks could have already been removed and still remain as a very high risk item, and some potential risk in the new environment is also not captured. Therefore, this type of FMEA is no longer valid. The number three reason is the boundary of the FMEA, which did not have a very wide perspective on the process itself, an in-depth perspective on the process itself, on how it could impact customers. Since FMEA is done only by one or two person, which usually is a junior engineer, therefore sometimes boundary is quite narrow and focus on what is deemed as risk from a very small group and also from a very surface of the process itself. It does not include looking into the process in detail and what are the potential risks that could cause a failure at the customers or even considering customers' usage and environment. Therefore, all the high-risk items are often missed out. Do consider enroll in my course on FMEA for process risk management at Udemy, which is an affordable course provider. This course is for quality engineers or supplier quality engineers, where you will learn step by step of conducting a process FMEA with the real life example and audit suppliers in their FMEA procedure and ensure that they are effective to identify risks and mitigate those risks with proper action plan. There are three templates available which include the FMEA supplier audit checklist. You can even use the example which is in this course in a job interview. Click on the link below to understand more about the course. Do reach out to me through linking. The connection link is provided below for a special rate if you are interested. It is important that the mindset of looking at FMEA as a customer requirement has to change. As most engineers see the pain point of a tedious process of conducting FMEA, but do not see the pain point of managing customers' complaints or even the potential danger of a risk that could happen. FMEA should be considered as something that will prevent failure and thus reducing the amount of firefighting, and it could even save life. The effectiveness of the defect to prevent should be measured by the management. I hope that you have learned some of the reasons for non-effective FMEA, and the mindset should be shifted towards making an effective FMEA. I will cover some tips or guidelines that's needed for an effective FMEA in my future video. So ensure that you subscribe to this channel in order not to miss the future video. Do like and comment how you want to make your FMEA more effective. And thank you for watching.